Good morning everyone, and welcome to the moon ritual or moon ceremony for this full moon of September. It falls tomorrow on the 25th, however you can do a ceremony tonight or tomorrow night or the next night, so that's okay. Now I will just give you a quick overview on the full moon meaning. While the sun represents our outer world, the moon represents our inner world, what is hidden, our desires, our shadow self, our fears, our worries and our dreams. So now the full moon heightens our emotions, so all those feelings, our mental process and our dreams. It can cause tension and friction, but the greater amplification of the vision and potential possibility is there with the full moon. So on the full moon we should be reflecting and be grateful for what we have and the knowledge of the beauty of life itself. But it is through this reflection of our beauty of life and the gratitude we have that we should also be looking at what is no longer serving us. So with this full moon, because, well, any full moon, you go within yourself and you understand that you're grateful for everything around you and you're thankful, and then we reflect on, well, this is no longer serving us, so we need to get rid of it out of our life. So this full moon that falls on September the 25th is the full moon in the fiery sign of Aries. So September has been a busy month for the full moon. It is going to help us with the final chapters of what we have been trying to overhaul. It is a 9 and it's the end of that period that will go on to making the next 9 months wonderful. So Aries fiery energy is about stepping up and taking charge of what we really want. And this full moon gives us the drive to make us do that. So whatever you've been working on, projects, deciding whether you want that job or move or anything like that, this full moon will give us that final decision making of that is what we are going to do. There is also the factor that there will be emotion with this full moon. So we have to be very careful and find the balance. Because of the Aries, it will bring out our quick-tempered, fiery nature. And because of the full moon heightening those emotions, yes, we really need to step back before we say something that we regret. So we need to stay calm and we need to manage our emotions. If you feel that anger and that frustration building up, try to take the time to calm yourself before dealing with the situation, because the fiery sign of Aries will bring that out. This full moon may stir up emotions that happened back in April. So if you think about what issues you were dealing with back in April, conflicts, all of that sort of stuff, it may arise again in this full moon, and that's when we need to decide that we do not need to deal with that emotion, that conflict anymore. So anger and frustration are often signs on a deep buried pain that we need to deal with. So use this moon's energy to uncover what you need to release. There is also a lot of healing energy with this full moon, so the energy will support us through doing that. So now that I've brought to the attention that it falls in the Aries and it's all about changing and taking control of our life, I suppose is the best word, but also understanding that we can be quick-tempered through this full moon as well. So everyone will just have to step back a little bit and learn to control that in this full moon. Now I will just touch base on the ceremony. So for me, when I do a full moon ceremony, the full moon and the energies I use to for myself, so whatever I'm going to say now is also, along with what I've just said, is my own personal opinion. So I do not tell you that this is what you must do. You take away from it whatever you feel you need to take away from. So when I come to a moon ceremony, to doing my moon ceremony, I will first of all get all my crystals out. I will smudge them. I have a fire pit area. I smudge the area that I'm going to be in. I smudge myself, and then I enter my sacred space. I will have a pen and paper, all my crystals, and a bit of music to go along with it. So then once I do a opening ceremony for my ceremony. You don't have to do that, that's just my personal opinion to get it to the moment. So once I've done my opening ceremony and everything is ready to go, I will then start to play music. I will generally YouTube the music of this full moon, and I will give you the type of music that you need to use. Or you can use whatever music you like, or you don't even have to use it, it's up to you. So once you turn your music on, sit there for as long as you like and just feel the gratefulness of your life and feel in the emotions of everything that you have, your family, you've got a roof over your head, all that sort of stuff. And then think about what next step it is you want to take for your life, within your family, within yourself, within your job, whatever it is. Then look about how you are going to achieve that and what is holding you back from that. So if it is about your family life and there is a situation that you're dealing with and you want to move forward with that, and jealousy or greed or hearsay or something is holding you back from that, that is something that is not serving your higher purpose. It is not serving you to get to where you need to go. So that is something you need to release this full moon. So once you've calmed your mind and eased into that, then I sit up, I get my piece of paper and I write to the universe, please release whatever it is I need to release. Now I may write a full page paragraph or I may write dot points. Understand that if you just write, I wish to release jealousy, for instance, jealousy of what? The universe is very literal. If you say I release jealousy, they may release the jealousy for you, but it may not technically be what you want it released from. It'll just pick randomly. So you need to be specific. I release jealousy of this person or that person or a thought or whatever. So once you have written your list, and it can be as long as you like or whatever, once you've done that, reread it back to yourself. Because while you're writing it, yes, you're thinking of the thought, but then you need to sit with that emotion and you need to read it back to yourself and feel the emotion of the jealousy attached to that or the greed attached to that. Once you have done that, you are then ready to release it. So fold your piece of paper up, scrunch it up, whatever you want to do, and set it alight. And as you are burning it, and whether it's sitting around a fire or whether it's a candle, when you're looking at that smoke going up, imagine that is what you have just released and it is returning to source, never to affect you again in this life. So once you've done that, you can sit there and keep meditating if you like, or I personally do a closing ceremony and then I'm done. And then I leave my crystals out for the night. So that is my full moon ceremony. You can Google whatever you like, because I've taken bits and pieces from everything to be able to get to making my ceremony mine. So you can Google anything you like, and whatever sits with you is what you do. Now I will state, I do apologise for not doing the new moon ceremony. Jess and I were actually away learning massage, so I wasn't able to get to that. So unfortunately we skipped the new moon ceremony last fortnight. Next fortnight we'll be doing it. So thank you very much for listening and have a good day.